This video today will be offering tips for those who want to pursue the MRCS examination, as well as those who want to pursue a career in oral and maxillofacial surgery, which is my chosen specialty. Today's video is in association with TrewLink, which is an online platform that allows doctors from all around the world, international medical graduates or IMGs, to interact with each other and to get tips on how to pursue careers in the NHS, which is the National Health Service located in the United Kingdom. Hi guys, my name is Dr. Sisnet and I'm a medical doctor based right in Jamaica, the country of Jamaica. I'm originally from Barbados, but I'm living in Jamaica currently for the last 6 years. So a little bit about myself. I'm 32 years old. I did my medical degree in Trinidad at University of Western Eastern Augustine campus, and I'm currently in Jamaica pursuing a dental degree. I was supposed to finish in 2020, but due to financial difficulties, I actually stopped, and I'm currently working as a general practitioner, and I hope to go back to school at the end of this year and finish in 2022. The reason for me choosing to do my dental degree in the Caribbean was that when I was looking to do my dental degree in the United Kingdom, I realized it would have been significantly more expensive to do a dental degree in the United Kingdom than it would be to do it in the Caribbean. For international medical graduates in the UK, a dental degree is about £44,000 per year, compared to about $30,000 US, give or take a bit, here in the Caribbean. Another benefit of me doing it here is that I'm close to my kids. I have 2 kids here in Jamaica. So there are some pros to pursuing your prerequisites to get into oral and maxillofacial surgery in your home country. However, the benefits of those that do have the money, if you want to pursue your dental degree or your second degree, which would be a medical degree in the United Kingdom, and you have the money, that's a very, very good option because you're already in the system. For instance, for the dental degree pursued outside of the Caribbean, outside of the United Kingdom, you have to do the ORE or the LDS examination to pursue dentistry in the United Kingdom afterwards, versus a dental degree that is actually done in the United Kingdom. You can actually go and do your D1, D2 years, and then afterwards, or D1 year, which is your dental internship, and afterwards you're able to work as a dentist. We have to go through the examinations set by the GDC of the United Kingdom. Another thing too, the MRCS examination, which is one of the main things that surgeons take to go into higher surgical training. I would advise you to look into that examination from the early if you are a medical degree first person, as opposed to a dental degree first person, because as I mentioned, you need to have both a dental and a medical degree to pursue oral and maxillofacial surgery. So here are some tips that I would tell you to do, or to take when you're doing the MRCS examination. For one, it's not an examination based on just reading a book. Don't do that. That's a mistake that many persons make, which is to sit down in front of a book and read. No, there are question banks online, such as MRCS, past test, BMJ. There's so many. You need to find a question bank and do all of the questions. That's the first thing. There are some books that are floating around. There's Bailey and Love, that's one. There is Essential Surgery, that's another one. But my favorite book to use for the MRCS examination was the past test books. They have one by Parchment and Smith, book 1 and book 2. Those books were written very, very well. Second thing, some persons recommend The Last Anatomy. I like the Harold Ellis books. Those books to me are very, very concise. And when I did the MRCS examination, it's like it came straight from that book. Another thing is, don't panic. I did MRCS part 1 twice. The first time I did it was in 2013, which was when I was in my internship. I graduated in 2013, and I did it early, and I think I panicked, and I failed by like 2%. The second time I did it, which was in 2016, I didn't panic. I just studied, did my part A, and I passed it with flying colors. The second part, which you have to fly up, I did the first part here in Jamaica because I did it with the Royal College of Surgeons of Edinburgh. I did it here in Jamaica. But the second part, you have to fly to England to do it. Another piece of advice, if you're flying to England to do your part 2, or to Scotland or wherever, try to get your location close to the exam center so that you don't have to panic on the morning to get there. Okay? So I flew up, and prior to going to the UK, I did preparation courses online, which should be past the MRCS examination, or it's an online platform as well too for those wanting to pursue MRCS Part 2 or Part B. So I did every single question on that platform. So those are my main pieces of advice. And I also did past test online platform for MRCS Part B. So I studied for those examinations and I flew up. Those that live in the UK have the added advantage of going to actual in-person courses. I didn't have that advantage, but at the same time, it's still doable despite the fact that I didn't live in the UK at that point in time. So you fly up, make sure your bookings or that you are living near to where you're supposed to do your examination. Make sure you're there, because you don't want on the morning that you have to travel at least an hour to get there. That doesn't make sense. So that's my main piece of advice for you. Try to find at least 2 or 3 days early. Go and see where the exam site is. The exam is a whole day event. They give an introduction, and then afterwards you have to. It's a very tiring exam. So make sure that you familiarize yourself with what MRCS Part 2 entails. Some other things that I would like to tell you about the pursuit of the oral and maxillofacial surgical training is that you have to have a mentor. Mentors are essential in this career. Oral and maxillofacial surgery can be very expensive, and it can be very discouraging because most persons have difficulties moving from the first degree to the second degree. Most persons are sponsored for the first degree but not the second degree. And that's what happened to me. So there are times where you want to give up, but look for a mentor and stick with the mentor. The mentor will tell you and be able to keep you on the right path. The reason why I want to choose the UK for my pursuit of oral and maxillofacial surgery, the programs there, for one, recognize my degree, which should be the US. It's a UK-based program in the Caribbean. So most of our degrees are based on the UK system. So our degree is 5 years, and we do a year of internship, and then we have a senior house officership post, and afterwards we're able to move into a medical officer post. So we can move from the Caribbean to the UK a lot easier than we can from the Caribbean to the United States. In the United States, you have to go back to school. If you're a dental graduate, you have to go back to school and do 2 years to get into their oral and maxillofacial surgical programs. As a medical graduate, you can do it another way, which is you do your USMLE, and then you try to match for ENT or plastic surgery or general surgery and see if you can do a fellowship in maxillofacial trauma. That's the other option. But for those of us who wanted to pursue oral and maxillofacial surgery, the UK is a better route, or Australia. Australia for me was a bit far, or is a bit far, so I haven't really looked into that too much, but it's based on the UK system. Those are my tips for you. If you have any more questions, please feel free to link on TrewLink, an awesome platform. I was very happy when they reached out to me to get me to make a video for them, because I really thought I think it's a very great idea, because many of us who are international medical graduates do not have access to the information, and essentially have to try to sift through loads of information to pick up bits and pieces that is basically what we're looking for. But this platform is a great thing. So feel free to link me on my channel, Future Surgeon, and I hope you're having a great day and keeping safe.